you are unfamiliar with it. In the fall of 1981, weird video games came out of nowhere in Portland area arcades. The game is a mysterious black box with no name that featured geometric patterns and vibrant shapes. It was immediately captivating, addictive, and occasionally dangerous. It was rumored to have been developed by a mysterious company known as Sinelchen, which translates to sense deleting, and was said to have been responsible for causing a range of strange and dangerous side effects in players, including amnesia, hallucination, and even suicide. It was rumored to be a mysterious arcade machine that, for a brief period of time, would arrive in large numbers in arcades all around the United States, before disappearing without explanation. According to the rumors, the game was a component of a covert government study that examined the impact of subliminal messaging and psychoactive effects in the players or in the gamers. Eyewitnesses assert that they saw enigmatic black individuals occasionally entering the arcades where the game was available and obtaining information from them. Unproven and probably fake, the Polybius game cabinets do not exist. Despite numerous people coming forward and claiming to have our own downloads of the game, there is no video evidence of all of it. All of these have been not proven. There are no recognized video game development businesses by the name of Sinelchen, despite the fact that the game was allegedly created by that organization. There is no record of a copyright for the game. The gameplay of the game has been described as ranging from a 3D shooter prototype to a Galaga-style game by those who claim to have seen it. Despite the rumors surrounding the game, no evidence of its existence has ever been found, and many believe that it was simply an urban legend or a hoax. However, in recent years, a number of game developers have created modern adaptations of Polybius, using the original concept and design as inspiration.
The introduction. As we listen to the summary of this case study, the urban legend Polybius. Do you believe that Polybius is real? But still, what if it's true? According to the research, this urban legend called Polybius is for military training, which using the game for mind control. It's almost quite to discuss Polybius, right? The thought that the public would be so afraid of an arcade game is entering in the era of hyper, target, Facebook misinformation, and the dooming trend of deepfakes. As we all know, in this day, the age of fake news, it goes without saying that urban legend like this were the result of a movie time, but this urban legend Polybius gained popularity, and the purpose of spreading the rumor was not to have it refuted, but to implant it in the collective public imagination. Polybius became the famous of numerous television programs, music videos, documentaries, investigations, an episode of Simpsons, and even actual playable video games. Though impossible to confirm which is true, but based on our research, our group will discuss our analysis, conclusion for this topic.
Polybius is a mysterious arcade game that supposedly appeared in Portland, Oregon in 1980s. According to the legend, the game was highly addictive and caused various psychological side effects on its players, such as hallucination, seizures, amnesia, and even suicide. It was also rumored that the game was a secret government project that aimed to control people's mind through subliminal messages and psychoactive substances. The Polybius legend has been circulating on the internet for many years, and it has become a popular topic among gamers, conspiracy theorists, and urban myth enthusiasts. However, there is a little evidence to support the existence of the game or the government conspiracy theory. The origin of the Polybius legend is unclear, but it seems to have originated from a few eyewitness accounts of the strange arcade games that appeared in Portland arcades in the early 1980s. Some players reported experiencing strange sensation while playing the game, such as feeling disoriented, dizzy, or having vivid dreams. Others claimed that they suffered from headache, anesthesia, or seizures after playing the games. However, there is no concrete evidence that Polybius was a clear arcade game. No one has ever produced a physical copy of the game, and there are no official records of its existence. Moreover, the game's alleged connection to the government conspiracy surely seems highly implausible. The idea that the US government would develop a mind control arcade game in secret is a far far-fetched, and there is no evidence to support such a claim. The Polybius legend is most likely a classic urban myth that has been embellished over time. The game's supposed effects on players' minds and body fit the narrative of the other urban legends about cursed objects such as the cursed videotape from the movie The Ring. The fact that the game supposedly disappeared without a trace after a few weeks of being the arcades adds to the mystery and intrigue of the legend. The Polybius legend is an interesting and spooky urban myth that had captured the imagination of many people. However, there's little evidence to support the idea that the game was a real arcade game or that it was a part of the government conspiracy. It is likely that the legend is a classic case of an urban myth that has been passed down through word of mouth and internet embellished with each retelling.
Recast and implementation plan. If Polybius is a hoax, why do so many people believe it? Are they gullible, insane, pranksters? Maybe a conspiracy of pranksters, perhaps? Or are memories really that unreliable? It's also worth considering the name Polybius, an ancient Greek historian who championed factual integrity and using first-hand accounts when penning records, something that was considered really revolutionary at the time and sadly still holds true today with the murky web of lies and half-truths dominating the internet with the other explanation for the name. It seems likely that Cyber Yogi chose this title as an ironic joke to poke fun at people's willingness to believe anything. As far as urban legends go, Polybius is widely spread but not widely believed. There's simply too little evidence to suggest it ever existed, but it is based on some real fascinating history, most of it having to do with Ataris, sometimes dubious business strategies in 1981. A new arcade game appeared on the floors of arcades in suburbs of Portland, Oregon. This game is immediately popular to the point of obsession. Long lines form around the unmarked cabinets, and fights often break out over who play the game next. Though there are no reliable descriptions of the actual gameplay, it is known that the graphics were unusual and intense, often featuring geometric patterns. Those who played it began experiences its unpleasant side effects like amnesia, insomnia, night terrors, hallucinations, and other effects, as well as newfound disinterest. Some even called it aversion towards video games. Until when a post on a gaming thread offered another tantalizing clue, a man going by the name Stephen Roach claimed to be a part of the team that programmed Polybius to work for the mysterious company.
So in conclusion, our group has concluded that the Polybius or urban legend is a fascinating case study of how rumors, misinformation, and conspiracy theories can spread and persist in our culture. While there is no evidence to support the existence of the Polybius game or its reported effects, the legend has captured the imagination of many people, and it continues to be discussed and be debated today. Our group has implied much about the Polybius urban legend, as it offers a fascinating conclusion to the case study of how rumors and myths can spread and persist in our culture. The following are some of the inferences that our group has drawn from this topic. So, we think that there are 6 total reasons. And the first is the power of, we think it's because of the power of suggestion. The Polybius legend demonstrates the power of suggestion and how repeated exposure to a story or idea can make it more persuasive and memorable, even if there's no evidence to support it. This can have important implications for advertising, propaganda, and other forms of persuasive communication. The second is yung epekto ng confirmation bias. We think na yung belief in the Polybius legend may be driven by confirmation bias, which is the tendency to interpret evidence selectively in a way that confirms one's pre-existing beliefs or expectations. People who believe in the legend may ignore or dismiss evidence, contradicting it while selectively interpreting ambiguous or contradictory evidence as a proof of its existence. Yung third is we think it's because of the appeal of different conspiracy theories about dun sa topic rin mismo. The Polybius legend is often associated with conspiracy theories, which explains complex events resulting from secretive and malevolent forces that they think is working behind it. Conspiracy theories can be compelling because they offer simpler explanations for complex events and provide a sense of control over an unpredictable world. However, they can also lead to paranoia, distrust, and other negative outcomes. Next is, it's because of false memories. Then, because in the Polybius legend may lead to the creation of false memories, which are memorable events that never actually happened. People who believe in the legend may recall playing the game or experiencing its reported effects even if they never actually did experience it. Yung next is because of the cultural context nung Polybius na mismo. The Polybius legend emerged in the 1980s when video games were still a relatively new and unknown technology. The story may have seemed more plausible or alarming in this cultural context, contributing to its spread and persistence. Yung last is, we think it's because the importance of critical thinking then. The Polybius legend is a cautionary tale about the importance of critical thinking, skepticism, and evidence-based reasoning in our increasingly complex and information-saturated world. By approaching sensationalistic stories and rumors with a healthy dose of skepticism and critical thinking, we can better evaluate the validity of claims and avoid falling prey to misinformation and urban legends like Polybius. So, sobrang napapanahon yung importance of critical thinking in this sense. So, overall, the Polybius legend offers a rich and complex topic for psychologists to analyze, as it touches on various important psychological concepts and phenomena. By studying this topic, psychologists can gain valuable insights into how rumors, myths, and misinformation spread and influence our thoughts and behaviors.